Louisiana Beer Reviews Fuller's Vintage Ale 2010 edition. This is a bottle conditioned beer. It's 8.5% alcohol. Comes in this box, and it's interesting because it got a little good description of the beer on the back, and then there's a card with the tasting notes from all the vintage ales back to 1997 when it first came out. Now I bought this at Dorgnac's, and I was in Dorgnac's and I wanted to go get the 2013 edition, and I noticed that on the shelf these boxes, these little red boxes, were all the way to the back. So I was thinking, I wonder if they've got older ones. It seemed odd. I reached back there and I pulled it out. I gasped. 2010. I reached again. 2011. I reached again. 2012. So I was able to get 10, 11, 12, and 13. So that was very exciting. It was $7.99 for the bottle each. Independent family brewers. This is from England. And it gets very high ratings. I've never had any of the Fuller's vintage ales. I've had a lot of the other ones like the ESB, the Porter, the London Pride. Those were excellent. It gets an outstanding score on Beer Advocate. The bros say world class, but they put all the vintages together, so they're consolidating their reviews. Whereas Rate Beer breaks them down year by year. So the 2010, they're saying 95 out of 100 and a 98 out of 100 for the style, and a most excellent score on the beer and me. So let's see. It's pretty exciting. Now they say drink it by a certain date, but then they're saying they're obligated to put a best by date, but they're also saying, well, it should be really good much past that date. There's just some legal obligation to say that certain date. Do see a little smoke, but barely any. It's gotten cloudy. It was sunny earlier, a little bit sunny, and it's supposed to get cloudier, but it's going to get up about 73 today, I guess. Well, that is a very frothy head, cream colored, kind of soapy at the top though, and so cloudy. Oh, I guess you could say it's an amber color caramel. Really looks like caramel, like those Werther's candies. Opaque because it's so cloudy. Let's go with the aroma. Well, it smells full. Full, and it does smell old, cellared. Just like the full bready barley malt. So bready, candy sweet, and aged. And you get those strange hops, they're kind of like earthy hops. Let's go with or cellar mold I've remarked in the past. Let's go with the flavor on this thing. Wow, the hop bitterness is really there. I think it would fade over time, but same thing. The really strong breadiness, the sweetness, the caramel-like flavors. Maybe toffee. It's not super sweet though. It's sweet-ish, but it's not super sweet. It's certainly not cloying. And there's a nice but not particularly strong hop bitterness to round it out. The mouthfeel, as you would imagine, as you can see, is pretty thick. Kind of gloopy or something like that. It's kind of hard to describe, but you could almost chew the beer, so to speak. You do pick up a little alcohol though. It's a somewhat boozy beer, but not terribly boozy. Almost picked up a little metallic in the nose just now. The finish is semi-dry, sweet, rich, a touch harsh. It does have some barley wine type characteristics, I guess. Being 8.5, getting up there in that range for sure. Yeah, it's really rich and complex and interesting. being 4 years old. If you see it, buy it, because chances are you won't see it next time you go looking for it. I wouldn't put it off. If you see a 2010 version, check it out. I'm going to go along with the beer and me. I'm going to give it a solid A. Most excellent. Most excellent, for sure. I see there's a lot of sediment at the bottom, so that's going to make even more. I think that's going to bring out even a richer, a deeper complexity to it. But I don't want this to run on too long. But hey, Fuller's is like a great company, I think. They're not like a great company, they are a great company. And then I got to do the 11 and the 12 and the 13 coming up. So Les Bon Temps Relais. This is a most excellent beer, an A all the way. And I am going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans.